the recent verdict, which was disappointing for the Hindu side, was on the Gyanvapi mosque, where the court, the Varanasi court, rejected the plea for carbon dating. So, what do you think? Are we going the Ayodhya way here? Do you think that this is just going to go? This matter is going to drag on for years. What are your thoughts on that?
See, first of all, the comparisons with Ayodhya, strictly speaking, may not be warranted simply because the outcome that we saw in Ayodhya is never going to be possible through the medium of the existing suit, as long as the Places of Worship Act is in place.
Right.
Okay. So neither the conversion of that particular occupied site, to a Hindu place of worship, or its reconversion and its reclamation is going to be possible until the Places of Worship Act stands. And that's one of the reasons that I think the petitioners and the councils representing them have fallen back on Section 4.3 of the Places of Worship Act, that allows examination for the purposes of either a scientific discovery or something of archaeological importance or heritage importance. So you've had to fall back on that particular safety valve provided in the Places of Worship Act, precisely because you're otherwise barred from reclaiming it as a Hindu place of worship.
Right.
Now, having said that, there are 2 or 3 things that we need to consider. I understand that we must look at these proceedings with a certain degree of circumspection, but also we must count our victories to give credit to the councils who've done a fantastic job, Sri Vishnu Jain and his father, Sri Harishankar Jain, because they've managed to convince the court, the trial court as well as the Supreme Court, that notwithstanding the existence of the Places of Worship Act, the suit is maintainable. It is not barred by the Act. Otherwise, what would have happened is that the proceeding could have been dismissed at the outset. Okay, saying whatever is it that you wish to do is attracted, or it attracts the bar under the Places of Worship Act. That's not the position that's been taken. So to that extent, that's a big picture victory. Okay. Now, coming to the next issue of verifying the antecedents of the structure and demonstrating the fact that it is in fact a temple, I genuinely believe that the court ought to have allowed this particular prayer, because that verification and demonstration would still have been within the scope of the exception in the Places of Worship Act. It wouldn't have attracted the bar under any circumstances.
Okay.
But that said, given that the issue or the suit has already attracted a lot of attention, and therefore, to the extent that the presiding judge was also the subject of several threats, live threats.
Wow.
So maybe this is seen as a measure to dissipate some heat. Okay. Say, let things calm down a bit. Okay.
Right.
Because you see, those of us who are operating from a distance of one remove and who are not exactly direct stakeholders from the perspective of participants to the proceeding, it's easier for us to look at it from an in-principle perspective. It's because our vision is black and white.
I agree.
Okay. Those taking the decisions as stakeholders to the process itself will need to be a bit more circumspect. Therefore, I'm not giving a free pass to what has happened. I'm merely saying that sometimes considerations are not strictly legal. Okay. And fortunately, I believe that this order is appealable, and it is squarely within the teeth, or let's say squarely within the scope of what is permitted by the Act. So I would want to see what Mr. Vishnu Shankar Jain and his father do. And I have full faith that we will be represented to the best of their capabilities and their commitment to the cause. So I'd like to wait and watch.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.